into YouTube. What's up, YouTubers, YouTubies? What's going on? Let me turn my Bluetooth off so you can hear me better. So what's going on, Playboys and Playgirls? What's up with the Playboy? What's up with the Playboy? Is that a copper just sitting over there hiding on the side of the road? I think it is. I think that it is. Anyway, I'm on a long drive right now. I'm on a really long drive. So I'm going to be driving for the next little while, I guess you would say. If you guys don't know, the next project I'm doing is called, I'm going to teach you guys constitutional law. And so I'm going to create a new channel called Constitutional Law Scholar so that you guys understand exactly how your rights connect to 65, how your rights connect to the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And a lot of people don't really know that information. And so I want to start to be able to explain it to you guys so that, so I'm looking for a printer. I've been on a search for a printer for so long now. So I'm driving 3 hours away right now to go see if I can find a printer. That's what I'm looking for, because the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to print out each and every piece of paper so that I can just put it right on the wall and you guys can follow along. Obviously, I can't take a look at any of the chats. Sorry. But I just wanted to rap with you guys for a little while about exactly what I'm doing right now. So, and then, I'm going to put the feelers out. If anybody knows of a printer, I'm looking for a good printer. And so far, the prices I've got, I'm looking at about, it's about a grand. It's about $1,000. Yeah. Thank you, KT. I appreciate the kind words. I could just get a glance of them. I started my intermittent fasting because I believe I'm fat enough to show you guys how to do intermittent fasting, and I'll drop about 30, 40 pounds over the next few months. But I just got tired of eating bad. And so I started to just take care of myself. And plus I had a little cold sore on my lip and I wanted to get rid of it. So I fasted for 2 days, 20 hours each day, and the cold sore went away. Because when you cut off the good energy going to disease, then the disease is eaten by your own cells in a process called autophagy. And I've talked about this a little bit, but I wanted to get a little bit more in detail with you guys about autophagy. So I'm going to teach it. I gained this weight for a reason, and so now I'm going to lose this weight. Let me get rid of this thing in my, so bright. Get out of my eyes. There we go. Oh, that was so bright. What's going on? Can I get a number OTVO? Can you put Overturn Terry versus Ohio just real quick in the comment? I saw Alan, I saw Bruce, I saw Mikey, but I can't look around. I've got to just make sure I keep looking at the road and stay as safe as I possibly can. So I'm heading somewhere deep in the South here, and I'm still looking for that printer. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a printer because I need a good printer. Everything I'm going to do on Constitutional Law Scholar is just printed out pieces of paper that I'm going to tape or glue right to the wall. That's what this project is about. It's about showing you guys how different people, events, Supreme Courts, lynchings, the prison system, how they all line up and create a cultural context that you can kind of touch and feel. And you feel like maybe you're back in that time period. You can kind of get a sense of exactly what the people were going through back then if you have a deeper understanding of history. And what I found from doing it on TikTok was that if I show you guys how it works on a timeline, then it makes it so much easier for you guys to follow along. And then of course the graphics really help. I saw Deanna. How you doing, Deanna? I can't read any of that. I just saw your name. So you guys will be able to really learn a lot of stuff. But I've hit adversity left and right, of course, because that's how life is, especially if you want to make change. You're going to hit adversity left and right. And then so just so you guys know, I would rather not use PayPal anymore. I have to fix blah, 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 but I just would rather not use PayPal. I would rather use the pay apps. And so someone just PayPal'd me money for a t-shirt, And so that money's going to be locked up until January, until I get my info back from the government for signing up for your corporation. It's a bit of steps I've had to jump through, but PayPal has stopped my account until I provide them with my most recent documentation. It's just a way. What's going on, Spike? Good to see you, LA Spike. I can't see very much right now, and I don't have my glasses on. My doctor actually told me to stop wearing my glasses. He said, don't wear your glasses as much. The only time you should be wearing your glasses is when you're reading stuff. And if you're not reading stuff, then you should not be wearing your glasses. So if you guys see me wearing my glasses and I shouldn't, you gotta tell me, take those dang glasses off. So I'm looking for a printer. I'm looking for a good printer. And I wanna buy a good printer because I have to print out the faces of the people in history. I have to print out the Supreme Courts. I have to print out. And what I found, through trial and error is that if I don't have a good printer, it can slow me down so hard. And so I'm really, and this guy just called me, and he's a little more than 4 hours away. He's a little 4 hours away, but he said he has a printer. It's in good shape. And let me go look at it. Let me go look at it and print out some full color sheets. And that's what I'm on the grind for. I've got to find a good printer. It has to happen. It has to happen. And so, if this starts cutting in and out, I'm just gonna end the live because I'm way out in the middle of nowhere, and I've got to drive 4 hours. So that tells you if you go just 60 miles an hour, I'm at least 250 miles away from where I'm going. So that's quite a journey. But I need a printer. I really need a good printer. So that's for all you guys. If you guys know of someone who has a good printer that they'll sell me, or even lease to me for 4 or 5 months, I would do that. Northeast Colorado cop. I know it. Northeast. It's about $1,000. It's about $1,000. That's the cost I'm getting for decent printers, is about $1,000. So, I'd like to try to not spend $1,000. At the same time, though, it absolutely is imperative that I get the right printer. So, because what I don't want to do, I need a printer that prints full color sheets, and hundreds of them. So, I called my buddy Jeff Lloyd back in Los Angeles, and he told me, he said, Chille, the printer I have, we pay a monthly fee for it, and it's just so. And it's not only that he pays a monthly fee, you have to have like a 3 or 4 year lease. He has to have at least a 3-year lease. I think he has a 5-year lease. I don't know. I just got to be able to print out full color sheets, and I can't, so once I start creating, I can't stop creating just because the printer's not printing out I don't know what that is, man. But that's, when I start to talk about things out loud, then people start to show me different resources and where places I can look. And but I really got to find a great printer. Yeah, it's a 3-year lease, like Just for Fun just said. 3-year lease with an option to buy. And I would do a 3-year lease. That's fine, because I need a printer. I'm always going to need a printer. I would more than willing do it. I just have to find the right partners. I didn't see what it said, AQ. I didn't see what it said, but I did not see what it said. Well, I'm telling you guys, this isn't, finding a printer isn't a real simple process. It's quite a bit of work, and I've got people and friends who help me look for stuff, but finding this printer, when this guy called me, and I've been emailing him, and he finally called me back and said, I've got a printer. So I'm just going to drive over there. It's going to take me 10 hours at least of driving, maybe a little more. I think when I total it all up, it's going to be more like 14 hours. It's such a grind. It's such a grind. Printers are so the printer I need writes on, I need to be able to print full color sheets. I'm not sure if you guys remember the first timeline that I built, but I'm kind of building another one. So what I want, that's why I wanted to get an industrial one. Even if I have to sign a 3-year lease and pay $500 a month or whatever it is, I would rather just know I have a badass printer that I can print off whenever I want, whenever I need it. And that's what I really want to do. This guy out here where I'm going, he's got a printer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if, I don't know. I mean, did you look on Best Buy? Take a look on Best Buy. I'd like to know if there's one on Best Buy for sure. You know, but I looked, and the one on Best Buy is $1,000. The one on Best Buy, I was trying to read the comments. Thanks for telling me that. I was trying to read the comments. I wanted to see if anybody had anything else. But, you know, what I'd love to do is find someone who has a printer that used to have an office, and now they're doing something else with their life. And so, you know, they really, I got to print full. So imagine if I just took a picture of myself right now, or you guys took a picture of the screen, and then I wanted to print out the screen in full color green with the black back there, the gray here, the tan, the seatbelt. You know, I need to be able to print in full illustration. In full illustration, I need to be able to print so it works perfectly every single time. It's super, super important, because otherwise it's not that great. You know, it's got to be a good printer. So if anybody has any resources or knows any people that work in this specific space, that would be absolutely amazing. And then, you know, I'm not sure if you guys saw today, I know there's a lot of things going on, but I saw this, the TYT, I think it's Indestructible or something like that, TYT, this, the black guy who is kind of the new face of the Young Turks, which obviously they needed something new because their ridiculous neoliberalism just is horrible. I mean, nobody likes ridiculous neoliberalism. Nobody does. And no one likes hardcore right-wing jerks. I mean, because, you know, it's like, we just don't want that. But the guy who did this video today, I actually screen recorded it because I'm going to cover it. But it was just so egregious. These cops in Colorado Springs, they got a black veteran in I think he was stopped somewhere, and so here's what happens. I wish I could pull it up on my phone, but I really want to make sure I just drive as safe as I possibly can. So it's the Young Turks. I think it's called Indestructible is the name of the channel. The video came out today, and the reporter explained. Oh, it's 70 now. I can go a little faster. This reporter explained that this Army veteran who he's a veteran for our military, which, as you guys know, I support the military. I don't like what the government does with the military, but I support young men and women who sign up for the military and go to serve their country. You brought your family a lot of honor. The problem I have is that when you stopped serving your country, when you came back here, wherever they shipped you off to, and you can see that Terry versus Ohio goes against everything that you fought for in the military. And so you go, well, you went and served your country for the government, but now the question is, are you going to serve your country for the people? Because as you well know, and everybody here knows it, it's not a secret. When you sign up to the military, you're serving the government and the government's mercenary agenda across the world. You're serving imperialism. Now, I get it that you're serving your country, but at the same time, the things that our government does with our military's young men and women is absolutely atrocious. It is atrocious. So anyway, there's a black veteran in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and he's pulled over on the side, and they say, we're going to detain you and put you in handcuffs. And as soon as they say, we're going to put you in handcuffs, the guy goes, no, you're not. It's so telling. It is so telling that the moment the cop said, we're going to detain you with handcuffs, the guy just lost his mind. Just lost his mind. Hold on one second. Just making sure that wasn't a little piggy on the side of the road. You know how they hide all over the side of the road. You know how that is. So I can pull up I'll pull up the video for you guys to watch it. I actually screen recorded it, so I want you guys to see which video I'm talking about. Yeah, Charlie Bear, he's the best. I absolutely love this dog. I mean, you guys have no idea. Like, you have no idea. Here it is. Indisputable, right there. And y'all know that I clearly don't think everything is racist. I do think the policing in our country is racist. I think that now don't get me wrong, if you're white and being targeted by these pigs, it's terrible for you too. But this is the name of the video. I want you guys to pull it up and watch it. There's the name of the video. Obviously, I can't pull it up right now. Is it indisputable or indestructible? Indisputable. Indisputable TYT. That's the name of the video. I would love for you guys to all watch this video. This is some of the most egregious, disgusting things you will ever see. I mean, I got to drive for a few hours to go get this printer I got to go look at this printer and make sure it's going to work. So anybody has a printer connection, let me know. I'll pay for it. I just got to get a good printer. So on Indisputable there, on that channel, Indisputable, they pull over and they tell him, we're going to put you in torture cuffs. And he says, no, you're not. And he flips out and he jumps back in the car. So the cops on both sides of the car, they jump in the car and start punching him and hitting him and beating him and uppercuts. And they're screaming while they're doing it, he's assaulting me, he's assaulting me. When clearly the guy's just covering up. And then they show pictures of this Army veteran who did go and serve our country. They show him in the hospital. His face is just beaten. I mean, his face is so badly beaten. You should see it. It's, could you imagine seeing my face like that? It would just be, imagine if that was you. Imagine if that was me. It's just so, I just cannot even wrap it around my head how horrible it was for the guy getting beaten. And then the cop goes to him in the hospital and tries to interrogate him. The cops who already jumped him and beat him. And they were screaming, stop resisting, and he's assaulting me. And so the guy on Indisputable, which he's now the fastest growing channel on YouTube, Indisputable is, which is amazing. I'm happy to see it. But he's just screaming, you're assaulting me, as they're throwing uppercuts and hooks and uppercuts and hooks. And you're like, what in the hell am I watching here? I can't wrap it around my brain. Like, how in the world is that a thing? How can we have to change the system. Giving absolute power to any guy who wears a badge is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. I'm going through the middle of nowhere, guys, so I may have to cut this. I can't see, I'm sorry. Let me put my glasses on real quick. Let me see what someone said here. So someone said, take care of yourself. Thanks for coming by the channel. I really appreciate everybody coming around. But I'm not gonna answer to you. You're not my daddy. You're never gonna be my daddy. So there's a lot of channels on YouTube. Do you guys hit the like button yet? Everybody hit the like button if you would. Please hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button if you would. Is that Michael Lutz the rapist? Michael Lutz, the guy who raped Beth Rist? Oh my God. Boy, you got a lot of cojones, Michael. You got a lot of cojones. I mean, I guess you like being called a rapist. Every time you come into my chat, dude, I'll let everybody know. Michael Lutz is the man that Beth Rist accused of raping her. And she has DNA evidence. So Michael Lutz, I don't know why you come in my room, brother. I mean, I'm just gonna let everybody know that Beth Rist has said that you raped her. There's no women saying that about me, Michael. So you're welcome to come by anytime you want. But, I'll let everybody know that there's an accused rapist right here in the room. And that she has DNA evidence that says that you were the guy that raped her, Michael. So, Michael, I hope someday you have to face federal charges for what you did to Beth Rist. She has the DNA evidence. She has shared it. It's just atrocious, dude. You come in here like a smartass, but Michael Lutz in Ironton, you should be you should be shamed. You should be shamed off the internet. You know, BCI has his DNA, and this guy, you know, Beth Rist is a lot of things. Beth Rist is a lot of things, but last I checked, she's not a liar. Well, you know why? It's corrupt. It's corrupt. Ironton's corrupt. Lawrence County is corrupt. You know that. You know, I mean, you know that. It's corrupt over there. Overturn Terry versus Ohio, mofos. So, you know, it's so funny because I was on the plane flying back from Seattle for my uncle's funeral. And when I was on the plane, there was like 45 minutes of back and forth between the pilots and the let me take these glasses off. About 45 minutes between the pilots and the mechanical crew. And I literally thought to myself for a moment, you know, if this plane doesn't make it, is someone going to overturn Terry after I'm gone? Is somebody going to pick up the reins and make it happen? Is there going to be an outcry if this plane goes down and I'm not here tomorrow? And so you know, that's the reason, you know, look, this is my job. This is my job. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living, and I do it full time, and I don't do anything else. This is all that I do. I don't do another job. I don't go check in somewhere and work a 9 to 5. I don't have a side pay. I sell things on my online store that have to do with appreciate that. Thanks for you guys getting some stuff for your loved ones for Christmas. I really appreciate that. And also, I think they'll appreciate it when they have the materials. But the thought that I had was that if something happens to me, if right now an 18-wheeler rolls me over, is someone going to pick up the reins and say Terry versus Ohio has got to go? You know, that's you know, we're living in absolute tyranny because we allowed the government to create laws for black folks. And this goes right back to Colorado Springs, Colorado, where they pulled over this black Army veteran. They beat the holy shit out of him. And so we have this system of the cops can walk up to you on a Terry stop and say, I'm suspicious of you. I don't have all of the details, so I'm not sure if this was actually a Terry stop. I think that it was a Terry stop. I don't think he was pulled over, but someone can let me know that by watching that Indestructible video, because I don't know. Y'all, I'm so busy. I mean, take a look at my face. I took a break from weed. I took a break from weed because I can't be stoned right now. I mean, you can see it. Like, my face is wide open because if you get stoned, you're kind of a little bit like this and whatnot, you know. But I had to take a break from marijuana so that I could focus all of my energy and all of my passion into one sphere and take everything I've got and put it into what I'm doing for the next 4 months. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. But if something does happen to me, I need to know that other people are going to pick up the ball and score for America, because I do love this country. We are sucking. You know, people say that, you know, oh, don't talk bad about America. What are you talking about? I'm a patriot. I love this country. I've always loved this country. And we suck right now. If you guys didn't know we suck, let me give you some facts. Number 1 in incarceration, United States of America. Number 1, police interactions, United States of America. Number 1 in incarceration. I mean, what are we doing? Like, we are locking up so many people. It's so incredible. And we keep on perpetuating the same system. And that's why you guys don't know it, but I have something else going on right now, and it's slowly growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. And it's something I'm working on. It's a project. And that's the reason why I can't come on and talk very much, because I'm super busy creating things to bring on the change that we so desperately need. And by the way, everybody here, I need you to go over to Delete Lawz Clips. There's another channel called Delete Lawz Clips. I want everybody to subscribe. Someone can put the link in there for Delete Lawz Clips, if you would, please. I'm going to say it like 30 times because my OCD, but I'm going to stop. Would someone drop the link for that channel in here, please? That channel only has 50 subscribers and there's 250 people in here. So if you guys could please go over to Delete Lawz Clips and subscribe to that channel. How fast can we get that channel to 1,000 subscribers? And right now on Delete Lawz Clips, it's all people who are against us saying things. And I just can't stand it. And the human being who is the editor for Delete Lawz Clips, this person is working so hard. This person is working so hard. I mean, and working with tools that are so rudimentary that I sent him over some stuff, but it's still not enough. You know, my buddy D is gonna give him a laptop so that he can do more editing. But I got to get more people over to Delete Lawz Clips. Can someone drop Delete Lawz Clips channel in the comment link? Pretty please, with cherries and sugar on top, if you would. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you know, look, I love smoking weed. You guys know I do. I've smoked weed since I was 12 years old my whole life, quit during wrestling season. I'm on a break. I'm on a break. I have weed at my location. I just can't smoke right now because I've got to stay so clear and lucid as we lay out Constitutional Law Scholar so that you guys understand, because right now I hear auditors go out and talk about their rights and talk about these things, but 83 subs, we got to get all 200 people here to go subscribe to Delete Lawz Clips. I absolutely have got to build up this backup channel that it's not even my channel. It's someone else's channel. So, but we do have an agreement, the person who created the channel. And so we have an agreement, that person and I. And so, you know, I need more subscribers over there on Delete Lawz Clips. Delete Lawz Clips. Delete Lawz Clips. So I'm just going to kind of rattle back and forth about a few things. I'm not going to get an RV. For the next 4 months, I'll be in a set location. Has everybody hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Did everybody hit the like button? Boy, I felt good dieting the last 2 days, or fasting the last 2 days, just where you just don't eat, because I'm not really fasting. I'm not really dieting, I'm fasting. And then I listen to some of the things back sometimes, and sometimes I make word errors, because when you talk a lot on camera... What's the matter, Charlie? What's the matter? What's up, little boy? When you talk a whole bunch on camera, there's going to be some times that you make errors, and I've made some of those errors. So you know, if you hear me misspeak on something, like the other day I was talking and I said, you know, I'm for wiping away all gun rights. And what I meant to say is I'm for wiping away all gun laws. Obviously, it was a talk error, because when you talk a lot, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have misspeaks. And so I want to just correct that error, because even though that video is not public anymore, I still, it's when you misspeak like that and you hear yourself later, you're like, oh my God, I said something totally incorrect. My data was, oh Lord. Oh, sorry, Charlie. I missed my turn. I missed my turn. I missed my turn. So now I've got to, okay, I'll have to get off this thing pretty soon anyway. I missed my turn. I'm not going to go 60 miles this way to turn around. I missed my turn because I was talking and I was blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm not perfect. And I know I'm not perfect. So I'm doing the best I can with what God gave me. And for me to be the best I can be, I got to take a little break from weed. I got to take a little tiny break from weed. And that's what I got to do. Whipping a Yui. Making a U-turn. Oh, hold on, Charlie. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, little guy. There you go, little buddy. There you go, little Charlie Bear. Well, I said it was a few-hour trip, and now it's going to be a little while longer. A little while longer. So, yeah, man. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. You know, going back to that video of the ex-cop that I you know how long that took to edit? That took so long to edit. You have no idea. I mean, because I had to change my friend's voice so that he wouldn't have any kinds of problems. Because, you know, look, cops are retaliating people. They retaliate. You know, you heard what he said. He believed that Rodney King was murdered. Where was he killed at? Where did Rodney King die? He was up in California. I think he was in Rialto, California, if I remember correctly. Someone could let me know. Is that Rialto, California? Is that correct? I'm pretty sure. But the ex-cop who I interviewed, he 100% believes that the cops killed Rodney King and left him dead in his swimming pool. So pretty scary stuff that cops can retaliate against you and kill you. It's just so incredible. So incredible. Oh yeah, so has everybody seen this video now? Because I want to make sure everybody sees this video. I want everybody to watch this video because this video made me so sick to my stomach. Right there. That video right there. I want everybody to watch that video. That video made me so angry. So angry today. I actually screen recorded it and I'm going to cover it later. But I want everybody to watch this video. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. Rodney King accidentally drowned in his swimming pool, I believe in Rialto, California in 2000, was it 2003? Is that right, Mikey? 2003? That's crazy. You know, Mikey, I had not looked that date up. The 2003 was the date I just had in my head. And is that correct? Is that correct? Was it Rialto 2003? Yeah. I'm a little bit dry. I'm a little bit dry. No, I'm not gonna be traveling over the next 4 months. I'm gonna be in the same location teaching constitutional law scholar so that you guys, when I say I'm a constitutional law scholar, people can go, oh, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you what it means when I say that I'm a constitutional law scholar. Body cams are a good thing to a point, Green Mark, to a point, because the truth is, hold on. Hang on. One second. Body cams are a good thing because they've shown us that everything. So the cop who I talked to, you know, the things that I say out loud, they need to be eye cameras, and there has to be a 360, and there needs to be a drone in the air. So the ex-cop that I talked to, I asked him during the conversation, and I didn't put everything in because the conversation was over 2 hours. Was it 2012? Gosh dang it, I thought it was 2003. I was 9 years off. God bless. So Rodney King died June 17th, 2013. My buddy thinks that he was murdered by the Rialto Police Department. Yeah, Greg, I would love to, man. Let me know what you find, because I really want to find a printer. I got to find a good printer. I'm driving 5 hours right now to go look at a printer. That's where I'm at. Body cams are okay. And so I'm not sure if you guys, and I need to show this more. I need to show this. When I was in Hollywood and I was yelling at those LA Sheriff's Department because they were planting stuff in that car, you know, he said, we got body cams on. And I show when I was talking to the pigs, I said, look down here and you can see my hand below the camera. What am I doing with my hand? You can't even see it, right? You can't even see what I'm doing, but it's a great big FU. And so as long as we don't have eye cameras at the eye level, when cops are shooting people, you know, you're more than welcome to email me. I answer almost every email, and sometimes it takes a while. I just got back to someone who wrote me in April. I just got back to someone in I think in Ironton who wrote me in April. Yeah, Sean, does it print out full color sheets? Because I need full color sheets. I'll try not to look at the screen here. That'll make it easier if I just don't have a screen on. So, you know what I mean? I have to find someone as driven as me, that's for sure. Someone who's dedicated to what I'm doing, dedicated. It's not the scanner that I need accountability. I need to print full color sheets of paper. Like I was saying earlier, if you took a picture of me right now and I wanted to print all the green and all the black and all the gray and tan and all those things, I need to be able to print that picture perfectly clear and not fight my printer as I'm trying to get things accomplished. Man, I'm on a back road here in the middle of nowhere and the speed limit's 55 and I don't know why it's so slow on wide open. Look, there, and the speed limit's 55 miles an hour. Look where I'm at. Like, the speed limit's 55. There's no one around for miles and miles and miles, and the speed limit's 55. Like, what in the fluck? What in the fluck are we even talking about? What are we even talking about right now? Yeah, you guys, I can't read all the comments, so you got to send me an email or reach out to me so that I know what you guys are saying, because I won't even be able to keep up with everything in here. So if you guys email me, if you guys know where a printer is or know someone who will sell me their printer, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone I can buy their printer. I'm looking to I'll even do a 3-year lease if I can get an industrial printer. But do you know somebody who works in the printing space? I need a printer that I can have, that I don't have to, that I can put new ink cartridges in. Les Paul's in the room. Archangel for Truth, good to see you, writes on. Good to see you guys. I'm sorry I haven't seen anybody. I'm just trying to stay focused on, I mean, look, boy, it's so dangerous, right? So dangerous. Look how dangerous it is. There's nobody here. There's nobody around me for miles and miles and miles. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter if people know where I'm at right now, because I'm going to be staying here. I'm driving hours away from here. And when the sun goes all the way down, I'm going to end this broadcast. So, yep. Oh yeah, Bruce, send me that information. Let me know, because look, the printer has to be purchased. I have to get the printer, or I can't do Constitutional Law Scholar the way I want to do it. Because remember, when I built that timeline in 2001, what's going on, Redneck? How you doing? When I built that timeline in 2001, I had Jeff Lloyd's industrial printer, and I was printing off, hundreds and hundreds of sheets of paper, and then what people don't see on that timeline is all the errors that I made, where I printed out 50 pieces of paper in full color and they were wrong, and I had to reprint another 50 pages in full color. I mean, like, it's real stuff. Let's see what happens here. Let me see what happens here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Is it going to slow me down? It sure does. It sure does. It slows me right down. Oh no, don't hide Delete Lawz clips, Mikey. That's my guy. Don't hide him. Don't hide Delete Lawz clips. I want everybody to subscribe to Delete Lawz clips. That's my dude right there. That's my dude. I mean, I really appreciate you moderators, man. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I want to build more relationships with more of y'all. I want to build more relationships with I want to have, like, Marcy and I have talked on the phone. I've spoken on the phone to a lot of people. No, it's Green Mark. Listen, I'm attacked all the time, dude. You know that. It's pretty regular, and people who support the mission of overturning Terry versus Ohio, people who support the mission of changing the system, they don't want to see me get attacked. It's and if there was a victim crying in the street that I cheated them, then I would understand that. But there's no victims of mine. So there's no one crying that I hurt them or cheated them or took their life savings or did anything wrong to them. Oh, is that right, Hot Tub? Terry Brothers said that you can get cheap, good printers with government surplus. So that's kind of why I'm talking out loud, because I'm going to go look at this printer for like the 5th printer I've went and looked at. And now I'm just like, it's time to know it. I don't about that on this though. I'm not going to allow my channel to be hijacked by people who want to talk about other things. I only want to talk about the change that has to happen. Chevy! What's going on, Chevy? Archangel for Truth. Where's Jeff Hates Pigs? Has anybody seen Jeff Hates Pigs? Has anybody seen Jeff Hates Pigs anywhere? Is Jeff Hates Pigs anywhere around? Chosen, let me know what you find on eBay and I'll buy it. I need to find a printer. Really got to find a printer. So if any of you guys have resources or you know somebody and you have a way to get in, you know, God bless you. I appreciate you, Charles. Thank you. I appreciate it. You are supporting the mission by being here. Go back if you really want to support the mission. Go back to some of the other videos that I've done and share those videos on your Facebook. Share them to your family and to your friends. And then we can really start to build a bigger coalition of people who are on the same team. You know, Laser Tribe, what matters is that I can print out, you know, 200 sheets of paper in all color, and I'm not going to lose a day because my printer doesn't work. Once I start teaching constitutional law scholar, I can't take any breaks because I'm too freaking busy. You know, if I'm taking a break from weed, that I'm on a mission right now. I don't want to be out here in the middle of nowhere for more than about 4 months. I want to finish constitutional law scholar in the next 4 months. I'm going to teach every day, 30 minutes to an hour each and every day. And then I want to get the hell out of the middle of nowhere. But the simple fact of the matter is, for the space that I'm renting, I can't rent this amount of space in Los Angeles. I just can't. And so I'm willing to sacrifice my friendships, my dating life, my nightlife, the fun life I have in right on, Terry Brothers. Send me over an email, DeleteLawz@gmail. Send me an email. And remember, you got to just tell me where to look, because if I don't know you and I don't know you yet, I can't click on links. I can't click on pictures. So in 2021, I was hacked, and my TikToks were, yeah, V Boyer. There's you know, when there's women around me, I can find somebody to date. Every dog has their day. Woof, woof, woof. I mean, unless of course anybody's willing to date long distance and fly in for a day and fly back. What are we gonna do? We're gonna talk. We're gonna have deep, deep conversations. Good to see you, V Boyer. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we're living in a corrupted system. And I asked everybody today to go watch that Indestructible video, Indestructible TYT, the name of the channel. And this guy got assaulted so badly, and the pigs, as they're beating him, are screaming, "He's assaulting me." It was the most disgusting thing I've seen in so long. I screen recorded it. Kim Anderson, good to see you. Good to see you. It's nice to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that cop video ended so abruptly, but then we got into a lot of personal stuff that I didn't really want to share. And so I was like, you know what? This is because the guy and I, the ex-cop and I, are really good friends. I've built a really big friendship with this person. And originally, I didn't even know he was an ex-cop. We built up a friendship based on common goals of overturning Terry, common goals of changing the system. And one day he told me, "Hey, Chille, I used to be a cop." I was like, you guys saw it. So just so you know, so Beth Rist is a peripheral friend of mine. I consider Beth a friend. We haven't talked in a very long time, but I still consider Beth Rist a friend of mine. And you guys saw when I did the Beth Rist interview, when I was first coming out and being public, I have a hard time accepting ex-cops. I have a hard time accepting police as being decent people. I just do, from all the thousands of videos I've seen where you watch this massive police abuse. And so even in the interview with Beth, I was pretty mean to her. And I wish I could take it back. Beth Rist, I'm really sorry for being mean to you during our interview. I had a hard time stomaching ex-cops. I still do, but I'm getting better because of my friend who I interviewed and explained to me the ins and outs of what the pig shacks in America actually do to people and what they do to each other. That was the big takeaway that I took away from that interview with the ex-cop. How they don't trust one another, how they're afraid of each other, how that ranking system, you may think it's, oh, how you doing, sir? Hi, sir. You know, yes, sir, yes, lieutenant, yes, major, yes, captain. But the truth is they hate each other. They all hate each other, and they're all afraid of each other. They're all terrified. And by the way, the ex-cop said that. He said, Chille, you're not off. The reason why I support you and I continue to support you is because you're not wrong about the things that you're saying. And, you know, I don't need the validation. I appreciate it. I know I'm right. I've been studying these dirty pigs for years and years. And by the way, when Rights On puts the movie Serpico in there, Serpico is based off of the 1972 Knapp Commission, K-N-A-P-P, that you can get on my website for free. You can download it for free. You can get it 100. Is that the video, KT, of Indestructible? KT, I think, just put the video up for Indestructible that shows where the cops are screaming at the guy, he's assaulting me. He's assaulting me. He's assaulting him as the guy, one guy throws uppercuts, so the guy flees to the other side of the car, the driver's side, passenger side, because they said, we're going to put you in torture cuffs. And the guy's like, no, you're not. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we keep talking about torture, which, by the way, end torture cuffs is going to be done by the end of this week. I talked to the guy on the phone today. End torture cuffs. We have another website coming out that where you can post the dumb law where you live to have it deleted. So we have two technologies coming out in less than a month apart. And so we got to change the system. I could sue 1,000 cops and win. It won't matter. And obviously, you know, we know I don't do very good on court procedure. So, you know, you got to be willing to take a little bit of shit when you don't win. Hey, I didn't win at first when I started wrestling in 4th grade. Remember, I was the 4th place champion, 4th place. And so then by the time I hit 8th grade, I was the champion. 9th grade, I was one of the best in the state. So that only took from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it took 5 years. That took 5 years for me to become one of the best wrestlers in the state. And so, you know, I'm not winning in my court right now, and I may not win for a little while. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a learning curve. I'm okay with becoming better at things. I'm okay with court procedure. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at it. I'm getting my ass whooped. You know, and they're just straight up an industrial printer that I can open a lease on. If you know somebody, that would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, thanks, Scrub. I appreciate it. So I'm on a long journey right now. I'm going to drive till it's way dark. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Rights On is close to 1,000 subscribers. But Delete Lawz Clips. Is Delete Lawz Clips get back in here? Make sure you guys don't time out Delete Lawz Clips. That's my guy. So don't. There it is. There it is. Let me make sure that's you.